Hello folks, welcome to MRReddy Automation. So far, we have learned about syntax for Selenium statements and how to identify elements using different locators like ID, name, class name, XPath, etc. Till now, just to identify elements, that's it. But we did not talk about how to validate elements. Regarding web elements, already we discussed in previous, right? Any web application is a combination of different web elements. That means whatever is visible on web application, it is called as web element. It could be text box, it could be button, it could be link or any other type. Today, we are going to start with how to validate different web elements using WebDriver methods. We can divide web elements into two types based on their validation. First one is basic web elements. Second one is complex web elements. For basic web elements, simple code is enough. But for complex web elements, we have to write extra code. And some logic will be involved for different validations. So what are the basic elements? Text box, text area, button, link, image, checkbox, radio button. These are the part of basic web elements category. So we can write a straightforward code. There is no complex logic. But coming to the complex web elements, list box, table, alerts, tabbed or new windows. These are the part of complex web elements category. First, let's take a look at basic web elements. First one is text box. Okay. For any text box, what are the possible actions we have to perform? Enter value and get value from text box, right? These are the possible actions. For these two actions, WebDriver is providing two methods, send keys and get attribute of property. So using send keys, we can enter value and using get attribute of property, we can get the value from text box. First, let's take a look at what are the different possible actions for each web elements and what are the WebDriver methods to achieve these actions. After that, we can take a look at implementation. Next, text area, right? For a text area also, same actions we can perform. If you take any text area, just we have to enter the value and get value from the text area. Okay. WebDriver is providing these two methods. Send keys to enter the value and get attribute of property. Same. It is similar to text box only. Next, button. For button, possible actions are click and verify button name. For that, WebDriver is providing click method to perform click action and get attribute of value to capture button name. Okay. Next, link. For link, possible actions are click and verify link name. For this, WebDriver is providing two methods. For clicking, click method is there. To verify the link name, we have getText. Using getText method, we can capture link name and we can verify that. Okay, next one is image. And we have one more method as well. Verify title. This title is also called as alt text. Okay, in some web application, each link contains titles. We have to validate those titles as well. Okay, for that, we have get attribute of title. Okay, next image. Click and verify title. Images will also have some titles. We have to verify those titles. For that, WebDriver is providing methods. Click to perform click action and get attribute of title. Okay. Okay. Next, checkbox. For any checkbox, what are the possible actions we can perform? Click. Whenever we select, again we have to verify whether it is selected or not. In some scenarios, whenever web page is opened, okay, we have to verify some checkboxes are selected or not. By default, they should be in selected mode. That is, verify selected or not. For this, WebDriver is providing click method to perform click action and verify selected or not. So WebDriver is having is selected method. So is selected. If it is selected, it will return true. If it is not selected, it will return false. Okay, it will return Boolean value based on its state. Okay, next radio button. For radio button also, the actions and methods are same. Okay, we can select or we have to verify whether it is selected or not. So these are the methods. Okay, click and is selected. Okay, in this session, we will see about basic web elements. Now, let's take a look at WebDriver script for all these methods. Let me create one class, that is Web Elements. We have to create main method. First, we have to invoke browser, right? WebDriver driver equal to new Chrome driver, right? Next, driver dot get. Guys, we have our website, right? MRReddy automation. Here you can find different web elements for automation practice. Playground. Okay. We are going to use this application for our automation validations. Next, we have to maximize window. Driver dot manage dot window maximize. Okay. In this form, we have to, once we open this application, we have to select text box. In this space, we can enter value and we can get value. Okay. First, let me inspect locators for these elements. Okay, as you can see here, this is span. Okay, text box. How can we identify this? Let me write XPath. Span text equal to text box. You can watch here, it's been identified. Okay, we can use this XPath. This is text box, right? So how can we write script to perform action on this? Driver dot find element by dot XPath dot click. Okay, this syntax already we have seen, right? In previous videos, it contains three parts. Driver, this is driver instance, dot find element by dot XPath. This is locator. Okay, this is action. Just remember, it contains three parts. Next, I want to enter value in this name field. Okay, ID equal to name. You can see here. We can specify ID. Driver dot find element by dot ID dot name dot. What is the method to enter value in text field? Send keys, right? Yeah, test user. Okay. Now I want to capture this value. Okay. What is the method? Get attribute of value, right? Dot value. We are capturing this value. So we have to store in variable. String s equal to this one. Just let me print that value. Okay, otherwise we can do one thing. We can find the length of this captured string. Now let's take a look at text area. In same page, we have text area as well. You can see here, this is text area. Okay, what is the ID? Message. Driver dot find element by dot ID message, right? Send keys. What is the difference between text field and text area? Text area allows multiple lines. You can see here, it allows multiple lines. But coming to the text field, it allows only single line. Let us capture text area value as well. The get attribute of value. String. Okay. Text dot length. Now let's execute script for both text and text area. Yeah, it's been maximized, and you can see here it's entered value in text field user, and it's entered text in text area as well. See here, the length of this string is 8 and the length of this string is 115. Okay, it's working as expected. Now let's take a look at button buttons. Okay, let me comment this one. This section is having three buttons. Okay, let me check locator for this login button. ID equal to login. Okay, driver dot find element by dot ID login dot click. If I want to capture this button name, what is the method? Get attribute of value, right? Get attribute of value. String button name, right? Button name is BTN button. BTN name. Okay, let us create script for both links and images as well. Okay, after performing actions on these buttons, we have to click on these links, right? Okay, same links. Here we have to specify links. Here different links are available. Okay, let's try to click on this Google link. Okay, just we can specify this name. Okay, by link text, right? Driver dot find element by link text. Okay, what is link name? Google dot click. Okay, before clicking this, just let us try to capture link name. Dot get text. Let me store in one variable. String link name. Okay, link name is lnk name. Okay, so here what we are doing, we are capturing this name, and after that we are clicking on this one. So once we clicked on this, again we have to go back. Driver dot navigate dot back. Next one is images. For this we can use this statement. So instead of links, what is the visible text? Images, right? Images. So here different images are available. Now let us see what is the property for this title. Yeah, as you can see here, I selected this one. This is Facebook. Okay, title. This is the property. What is the export? That get attribute of title. String title. Okay, let me print this one. Image title is Now we have created script for buttons, links, and images. It's time to execute and see the results. Yeah, it is performing all the actions what we specified in script. Now let's see the results. Yeah, you can see here button name is login, link name is Google, and the image title is Facebook. Okay, it has been retrieved values, right? It's working fine. We have two more controls, right? What are those? Checkbox and radio button. Checkbox. Okay. By default, it is in checked mode. Okay. We can verify whether it is selected or not by default. And after that, we will select this one. Okay. What is the ID? This is Selenium checkbox. This is Playwright checkbox. For this ID is Selenium. For this ID is CUID. Okay. You can see here CUID. This is name. And this is ID Selenium. Now let us create script. Driver dot find element by dot ID. First one, right? What is that? Selenium. What is the method? Is selected. Okay, if it is selected, it will return true, right? Boolean B. Let us print that one. Next, we have to select second checkbox. What is the ID for this one? Selenium, right? Name. Okay, name property, I guess. Yeah, name equal to CUID. Driver dot find element by dot name. Okay, CUID dot click. Radio button also same only. Can we try to click this one? What is the ID? ID is something it is showing like this. Let me copy this one. Driver dot find element by dot ID dot click. Okay, after click we can verify whether it is selected or not. What is the method? Is selected. Boolean BLN value. Okay, now let us execute. Yeah, you can see here. Yeah, it's been selected CSS right here. But what about checkbox? Yeah, checkbox also it's been selected. And apart from selection, what are the other validations we have done? We have verified whether it is selected or not. By default, it is in selected mode, right? So it should be written true, right? But in case of radio buttons, after we selected CSS, we verified whether it is selected or not. Okay. So in this case, for both checkbox and radio buttons, it should be written true. Okay, let us verify. Yeah, see here, this is the output. It is working fine. These are the some validations with respect to basic web elements. In upcoming sessions, we will explore other web elements. That's all for this video, guys. Thanks for watching.